On the 21st of June 2025, a hot air balloon caught fire and crashed in Praia Grande, Santa Catarina, Brazil, killing 8 of the 21 people on board. It is the deadliest ballooning accident in Brazil and the deadliest worldwide since 2016, when 16 people were killed in a collision between a hot air balloon and power lines near Lockhart, Texas, United States. Praia Grande is a municipality located in southern Santa Catarina, a state in the south region of Brazil, for being a known destination for hot air ballooning activities. It is called Brazilian Cappadocia, with around 100 balloon flights daily. Newspaper Clarin reported that hot air ballooning is particularly popular in June, and couples usually celebrate Dia dos Namorados, Portuguese for Lovers' Day, on June 12th, by doing it. Hot air ballooning in the country is regulated by the National Civil Aviation Agency of Brazil, which requires specific qualifications for pilots and maintenance of the equipment. Although the agency itself considers it as a high-risk activity and tourist flights in balloons are not regulated, the balloon had a 6-meter-wide basket, the capacity to transport a maximum of 24 people, at the cost of $102 per passenger, and carried out in 45-minute long trips up to 1,000 meters high. News portal G1 reported that the company involved in the accident is Sobrevoo Serviços Turísticos, which operates in Praia Grande, and that the vehicle had permission to fly. The owner, which suspended its activities indefinitely after the disaster, said it complied with all regulations and had a clean accident record prior to it. It was the second fatal balloon crash in the country in less than a week, when an unlicensed balloon carrying 35 people fell in Capela do Alto, São Paulo state, killing a 27-year-old woman celebrating Dia dos Namorados with her husband and injuring 11 other people 6 days earlier. The pilot, who survived the crash, said that at 9:30 a.m. BRT, 2 minutes into the flight, a fire started inside the basket, forcing him to reduce the balloon's elevation in an effort to allow the occupants to jump out to safety. However, several occupants failed to jump, and the balloon, with the weight relieved, rose immediately, trapping the 8 victims who were unable to escape in time. It consequently fell after being deflated by the flames. The fall occurred near a healthcare center, in a wooded area just 2 kilometers away from the takeoff site. Around 30 military firefighters were dispatched to the scene, with the support of several vehicles and an aircraft. The weather conditions were clear in the region at the time of the accident. Footage shared on social media showed the balloon aloft in flames and people jumping from the basket. 5 injured people, including 2 with second-degree burns, received treatment at the Nossa Senhora de Fatima Municipal Hospital. A witness said they observed a mud-covered woman in a state of shock along with a man limping, as well as 4 people were burned to death in the basket, and another 4 died after falling. The deceased 2 couples, a mother and her daughter, an ophthalmologist, and a figure skater, were from Santa Catarina and neighboring Rio Grande do Sul state, with most of them were in the city enjoying the Feast of Corpus Christi holiday. Santa Catarina's Public Safety Secretary Flavio Graf said authorities have opened an investigation and the results will be made public within 30 days. Graf also said, according to the state's civil police, the pilot has given testimony and they will also gather statements from survivors. The Aeronautical Accidents Investigation and Prevention Center, Santa Catarina's fire department, and scientific police will also investigate the causes of the accident. ANAC said it is taking the necessary measures to investigate the situation of the aircraft and crew. Preliminary investigations indicated that the fire was possibly started with the blowtorch used to produce the hot air. The tragic 2025 Santa Catarina hot air balloon crash serves as a stark reminder of the latent risks involved in recreational ballooning and the critical importance of strict safety procedures. Investigators have noted that a fire reportedly started inside the basket mere minutes into the flight, prompting the pilot to attempt an emergency descent. The incident emphasizes the need for rigorous pre-flight inspection of all flame-producing equipment, proper crew training for rapid evacuation, and clearly defined passenger instructions. It also highlights that even in clear weather and a regulated environment, unexpected hazards, in this case an in-flight fire, can lead to catastrophic outcomes. For tourists considering a hot air balloon ride, several precautions can greatly enhance safety and reduce risk. First, choose operators who demonstrate transparent safety protocols, licensed pilots, recent maintenance records, and thorough pre-flight briefings. Inquire about emergency equipment, evacuation procedures, and how capacity is managed, avoiding overcrowding. Second, pay attention to your own behavior. Listen carefully to the pilot's instructions. Understand where your exit routes are. Avoid distracting or obstructive actions. And wear appropriate attire, closed-toed shoes, minimal loose clothing, and no dangling accessories. These practices help ensure that a thrilling experience doesn't turn into a dangerous one. Thanks for watching this episode of Black Box series. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more in-depth analyses of aviation incidents, safety lessons, and what you should know as a traveler. Until next time, stay informed, stay safe, and keep your curiosity flying.